Rocking and rolling. Hey, Catalina. Good evening to you. T. Wise, I thought I was supposed to hear from you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Glad to have you on. Let's see. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else we got? Hey, Ethel. Hello. Lily. Hello. Nancy. Thank you so much. Janet. Thank you so much for joining us. We're glad to have you with us. All right. Good to see the Honorable Cynthia Elaine Jenkins, who is working hard for Noonan, Georgia, and we appreciate her, and we still send out our thoughts and our prayers to the good people out there in Noonan, Georgia, Coweta County. I'm just trying to get my stuff together. Trying to get it together. All right. Let's see. All right, so Ed has set the atmosphere. No hateful comments tonight. No hateful comments. Julia, thought I stood you up. No, that was the whole point. I was not going to stand you up. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. So, I mean, it was running, and it was a little time was getting away from me. But I said, I'm sorry, I've got to come and be with my folks. It is Friday night, and you know what happens on Friday night. So, no, I did not stand you up. Would not stand you up. Elder Flossie, thank you so much. Sister Barbara Foster, thank you for joining us. Crystal, thank you for joining us. Again, it is a pretty good day for us. Good. Thank you. Princess, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Barbara, good evening to all of you as well. Gloria, good evening to you. William Easton Jr., congratulations on your graduation. William is graduating from Savannah State, so want to send out love to him and congratulations to him as he moves on to the next chapter of his life. So congratulations, sir. Good to see Sharon Renee Smith Taswell. Thank you for joining us. Sherelle, hello. Nancy, when are we doing lunch? When I get time to do lunch, we will do some lunch. And good evening, good to see Coach Cassell Bell, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. And the always awesome Grazel Ellison. Good evening, good to see you. Raynell, thank you for joining us as well. Glenda Jones is in the house. Dr. Priscilla Williams is here. Hello. Thank you for joining us. And the Queen and the sister are with the Reverend Dr. Thomas Hart. Thank you for joining us. And Lisa, you're in Candler Hospital ER. Are you working in there or are you in ER? You need to clarify that for us. I don't know. I don't know how to take that. And Barbara Kaufman is on here, so that means we have at least one of the Kaufmans on here. And Marsha Scott, thank you for joining us as well. And Paula, that's right. We want to wish all of our mothers a very happy Mother's Day. And we're glad that you are with us today. Let me see. I'm getting this right now. Hey, Alan, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate your well wishes. And Angela, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Joanne, hello. Happy Friday to you. E. Joyce Parrish, hello. Joan, thank you for joining us. Hello. And it's Linda Wilder Bryan, the awesome alderwoman from Savannah's 3rd District. Thank you so much for joining me today. Patrick, thank you so much. Sheila, hello. Terry, I did not forget about you. I cannot forget about you. We're not going to do that. Derek, thank you for joining us as well. Angel, good to see you as well. Lydia, hello. Angie Alfonso is on. Whoa, Angie is on. and thank you so much. Michelle, thank you for joining us. Hillary, hello. Hey, my big brother, Angelo Bosco, good to see you, sir. Dana, thank you for joining us as well. And Ed, well, we consider it a lot across from the DFAC site as an alternative site. We don't own that, so we can't consider it. It's not us. We don't consider it. They would have to consider it, and I don't think they would. Sheila is fully vaccinated, so thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Charlene. Thank you for joining us. Crystal Kaufman is on, which means I have both Kaufmans on tonight. Michelle, thank you, and we have one Lieberman here. I see one Lieberman. So is it two Liebermans? Is it Bruce and Marsha, or just Bruce? Denise, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Good. Thank you very much. Carol, you're right on task. And Patty, hello. Latasha, good to see you. Eddie, I am for preserving Johnny Mercer Theater. So I do agree with you. I want to work to preserve the Johnny Mercer Theater. Jackie, hello. And it's my friends from the Effingham County Libertarians. Thank you so much for joining us. Elise, thank you for joining us as well. Okay, so Lisa is working at Candler ER, y'all. She's not in Candler ER. So I hope that you're watching us with a mask on. Hey, Mike, good to see you as well. Teresa Baker is on. Good to see you, Miss Baker. Gloria says thank you. And, of course, Monia is on. And, of course, Ruin Thai has some of the best Thai food. If you ever want it, go ahead and do it. Get you some good food from Thai food. Ruin Thai on Broughton Street. Good to see you, Katina. Good to see you. And my cousin's Perry's wife, Pam. My cousin's Perry. Perry's my cousin, and Pam. So good to see my cousin's wife. Sheila, thank you. All right, I see Molly Lieberman on. So I have Bruce Lieberman and I have Molly Lieberman, and I'm just waiting on one more Lieberman. Camila, thank you for joining us as well. Marjorie, all the way from Isle of Hope, thank you for joining us. And Patricia, Pamela West, thank you. Hello, Judy, thank you. And always good to see my good friend Linda King. Thank you for joining us. And Ed is getting his vaccine in 10 days. So we thank you for that. Michelle needs a doctor for her great-grand. But please, Michelle, send me an inbox because I have a contact for you. I just need to get that done. So I have to remind myself. Desiree, thank you for joining us. And Bethany Campbell is here. So Bethany knows the history of the history. Well, thank you very much. And Patrick, thank you. Andrew from the DMV, thank you. Good to see Tony Riley here. And also the awesome Ken Slat Superstars is with us. Thank you. Cynthia, thank you for joining us. C. Nicole, hello. And good. Pamela, thank you so much. Sharon, it's good to see you. Edwina, hello. Jorsette, good to see you. Shonda, hello. And all right, my cousin Perry is on. So now my cousin Perry and his wife is on. And so, Perry, if you would tell your wife, I want her to come on and talk about the work that y'all are doing in Virginia. Lorianne, good to see you. Desiree, I am excited too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, and the little Lieberman is reporting for duty as well. Good to see Karina and Miss Flo. And I got two Liebermans, so I got three Liebermans all together. Tanya, hello as well. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. And Zabita, I'm staying out of that. Good to see Lowman Creative Services here. Thank you for joining us. Patsy, hello. And I'm excited too, Shauna. Shirley, hello. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glenda, I love the great weather, and we will talk to the Lord about that. Laura, hello. We do have Marsha here now, and Latasha got her first shot on Tuesday. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Mary Allen, hello, all the way from Washington State. Thank you so much for joining us. Pamela, hello. Thank you for joining us. All right, the Reverend Thurman Neal Tillman of First African Baptist Church, the oldest African-American congregation in North America, is here. Thank you so much. Good to see Idell Biles. Thank you, Idell. It's good to see you this week. Good to see Cynthia on as well. And again, Mike has said no hate comments. Doris, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And thank you. We appreciate that. Hey, Tim, you're Gail's. I'm sorry that you're Gail's brother, but I love your mama. I love her. She's awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Joan, thank you very much. Tiffany, hello. Tanya, hello. And Shauna got both her shots. Pernicia, hello. Rosa, good to see you. Jamia, hello. Muriel is on. Thank you very much. And so if it is Friday, if it's Friday in Savannah, if it's Friday in Savannah during the pandemic, if it's Friday in Savannah during the pandemic in beautiful weather and you have nowhere that you have to be, you are with me. It is date night. Yes, it is another Friday night. Thank you so much for joining me. I know I am late. I got caught up in some other stuff and I was with some great people and I said, you know what? I got to get up out of here. I got to get my date night, folks. And so I had to get back with the people who get me through every week. Thank you so much for joining us. A lot to talk about in a very short period of time. I promise you I won't keep you like I usually do. Sandra, it's good to see you. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmamas, godmamas, big mamas, mommies, mas, all of you, nanas, nannies. Thank you so much for all that you do. Happy, happy Mother's Day. We appreciate you for all that you do. Good to see Sister LaWanda Tillman. Happy Mother's Day to you as well, but to all of you, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you, and I want to talk about that as well. Good to see you, Rich Wimbush from Parent University. So we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm asking mothers to do. And I want to move on right quick. So on my mind, obviously, happy congratulations to the graduates class of 2021 of Savannah State University and of Georgia Southern University. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations. Welcome to World. We're glad to have you in the world. So come on out there and make your mark upon the world. So congratulations to our graduates. And so to our first-time mothers, for our seasoned mothers, for our mothers who are not physical birth mothers, but yet they have motherly spirits, because everybody that has a child is not a mother, right? Just because you birth a child doesn't mean that you're a mother, which means also there are people who've never had physically birthed a child, yet they are more mothers than act more as mothers than those who have birthed children. So again, we just love our mothers, and we're really grateful for those mothers. And so big hug from me to all of you, to all of the mothers out there. We appreciate you, and of course to my mama, the love of my life, Cynthia Johnson. I love my mama, so that's the deal. And so I can't be with her this year, but I'll be with her soon. So we will also. So Candy, good to see you, Candy. Thank you for joining us as well. Oh, now Dawn Baker is on. Dawn Baker. You know, everybody loves Dawn Baker. Dawn Baker is one of those. Dawn Baker has children all over the place. And she's a mother to so many, and we appreciate you, Dawn. Just for all that you do, and shouts out to your mom, Lula Baker, who mothers everybody as well, and we just love Miss Lula as well. So to all of you, happy Mother's Day. And Hannah, Hannah's been MIA because of her new job, and so now you're back. Well, we're glad you're back, Hannah. And to Antoinette, again, I'm glad that you're with us as well. So two things I want to talk about, and we'll be out of here. So the first thing is, yes, Amazon is coming to Savannah. And this has been something that we've been working on for over 8 months. A lot of really good people involved with a lot of things just to work this out. This is folks at the city level, at the Savannah Economic Development Authority level, people. Hey, Terry, good to see you, Terry. Matter of fact, Terry, I need to talk to you. I would need to talk to you about the other night. We got to talk about that because you left before I got a chance to talk to you. But, at the state level, Governor Kemp's office. But the fact of the matter was, we inked the deal today, and we have Amazon, a distribution center that is on the deals with robotics coming to Savannah, 1,000 jobs, and they pay $15 an hour minimum wage. And I've already talked with the executives of Amazon, and I've told them what our expectations are for our community, and it falls within their corporate culture to be good community neighbors and be good corporate partners. So there'll be some things that Amazon will be working on with the city of Savannah, and so I'm just happy and grateful that we were able to get this done. The city of Savannah played a major role, and of course, I couldn't really talk about it, and now this is happening. So this is a big boost for our economy, and I'm grateful, grateful for it. And so they'll build this facility. That means that all that stuff y'all buy on Amazon, y'all can get it quicker. And but it means really a shot in the arm for our economy here. Again, more jobs, more opportunities, and it happened on my watch. So grateful for it. That's what I'm saying. So we'll make sure the information is out for those of y'all looking for jobs, so we can get that. So I'm just saying. So I just wanted to let you all know that. So it'll be out on the other side of town, and well, it'll be out at the mega site. And so again, it's in unincorporated Chatham County, but the city, no, it's not in Pooler, it's in unincorporated Chatham County, and the city, we did the water and sewer to help make that happen. So they couldn't do it without water and sewer, and so we were able to help work that out. Again, just very excited about what this means for our community and our economy. So very, very happy for that. So here it is. So that's good news. So the second thing I want to talk about, and today Alderwoman Linda Wilder Bryan and I, we were with mothers who were in a very unique sorority. These are mothers who are in a sorority that's not AKA or Delta or Zeta or Sigma Gamma Rho. These are mothers that are in a sorority that they don't want you to be in. What makes them alike is that they have all lost children. And as Mother's Day is upon us, Mother's Day is not the same for them. Mother's Day is different for them. Mother's Day will forever be different for them. And so, our reality is that we are tired of crime in our community. And I'm always happy and pleased to see one of my second moms, our 65th mayor, Mayor Edna Jackson. Thank you, Mayor Jackson, for joining us. Thank you. But at some point, we look for very complex solutions to some of our problems, and the reality is that it happens a little bit differently, and so for us, we need to really check how this does us. Crime is not acceptable, and I'm not going to allow crime, particularly violent crime, to become the norm in Savannah. It's not right now. We have incidents that occur, but our violent crime in particular, our shootings, occur between people who know each other, people in enclosed spaces, people that have beef with each other, and usually it is over drugs, over money, or over a woman or a man. Right? That's a fact. Here in Savannah, again, we have our crime is for, based on it's on black males that perpetuate onto other black males. Although we have females that it happened to, and sometimes females are victimized, as happened last week. But it is what it is. We also know we have a gang issue here in our community, and you know, it is what it is. You have to call a thing a thing, and until you call it for what it is, hey Loretta, thank you for joining us. Until you call the thing a thing, then it's not going to improve itself. And so, Dana, thank you for joining us. So for me, the reality is, I hate what's happening around the country, but again, I have to look at what's happening here in Savannah. And so for us, um, we're looking for all of these very complex solutions to issues that are actually quite simple. And so these mothers who could be, well, first of all, these mothers who are facing still every day unmeasurable pain, these mothers who are facing the worst hurt that I've heard that anybody can. I know people who've lost parents and it hurt them. I know people who've lost siblings and best friends and spouses and it hurt them. But I've heard that there is no pain that is worse than losing a child, or burying a child, because it's unnatural. It's against the usual order of things that our children are supposed to bury us. We're not supposed to bury our children. And these mothers have buried their children. And so Mother's Day will never be the same for them again. And so although they could be home wrapped up in a blanket, crying their eyes out, they have bonded together to be of support to each other, and they have bonded together to help to fight crime. And so they are asking with me, and I'm asking every single mother in our city, every mother, for 100 days, I want to have an all-out assault on our young people. And I mean assault because it has to be aggressive. And I want it to be aggressive with love. Let me explain that. Now, I'm a mama's boy, and I'm a proud mama's boy. There is nothing in the world that I would not do for my mama. And there are a bunch of other mama's boys out there. I think the strongest force out there is the force of a mother's love. Think about that. The force of a mother's love. And we want to use that force to help make a difference in our community. And so we're asking for you to do 10 things for 100 days, starting on Mother's Day. These mothers who have lost so much are asking you for 100 days to keep our city safe and to do these things. Now, I say children, but the reality is that, no matter how old they get, if they're 99 years old, that's still your child. So when I say child, I'm saying your child, your adult child, your middle-aged child, whatever that is. 10 things we want you to do this summer, okay? Number one, we want you to know who your children's friends are and who your friends' parents are. It amazes me that many of our parents have no clue about who their children's friends are. As a matter of fact, when I was growing up, my parents had to approve of my friends, because if not, I couldn't hang with them. And I think if they're living in your house and they're breathing your air, you need to know who their friends are. You need to know who they're hanging with. And you need to be able to know who their parents are. Because if you know who their parents are, you know who their child is. So I need you to know. I need you to know. Because I've been out before and I've seen stuff where it's like Well, what's his friend's name? They call him Slim. And you don't know your child's friend's name? So you need to know. So over the next 100 days, I want you to know who your children's friends are. Secondly, I want you to know what is in their rooms, their closets, their text messages, their social media. Because some of your young people are living lives that you don't know who they are. And let me tell you how I know, because sometimes I see some of the stuff and I say, you know your child's out there living this type of life? I want you to randomly grab your kid's phone and tell them, show me your social media now. They don't have privacy living in your house. You need to know in their room. Find out what's going on with them. You need to know. You got to be clear about that. You got to know who they're talking to. And one thing about it, if you're paying for a $1,000 Apple iPhone, you better know who it is, where they are, what they're doing. All right? Number 3, know where your children are at all times. And we've talked before about the Life 360 app. I want you to get the Life 360 app, and I want you to put it on your children's phone. When I say children, teenagers, put it on their phone. And it will tell you where they are at all times. Because you need to know at a moment's notice where they are. Sometimes it might help them. If you could prove that they're somewhere where they say they're not. You need to know where they are. And then set a curfew. Now, my curfew in Savannah, the curfew is in Savannah, it is from Sunday to Thursday, it's 11 p.m., and on Fridays and Saturdays, it's midnight. My curfew was when the street light came on. Some of y'all don't remember that. Hannah is right. Parental controls. I want you to control what's on their phones. But let me tell you about when the street light came on. This would be me. Watch this. Watch. So here I am, enjoying my best life. And boy, then slowly something would happen. And that phenomenon would happen. The sun would go down. And then all of a sudden, that street light would come back on. And when that street light came on, and that's well before 11 to midnight, I had to be in the house. I hated it then. But some of the trouble that went on in my neighborhood went on after the street light came on. Come on, this is tough love. We're at war against crime to save our young people, because these mothers don't want you to feel what they feel. They don't want you to experience the pain and the loneliness and the emptiness that they experienced. It's too late to do it in front of a coffin. Too late. 4, we need to beware of boredom. Young people need stuff to do. If they're old enough, there are plenty of jobs out there. If they're not old enough, let them cut grass, let them pick up trash in the neighborhood, they give them chores to do. There's no reason why you should come home after working all day and then have to come clean up a house. I'm just saying. We have to make sure that they are engaged at all times. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. And we have to engage them. Okay? So that was 4. 5, and this is important. And again, although people will say differently, I am a proponent of the Second Amendment. I believe in the right to bear arms. But we get into a lot of trouble in our community because people have guns that they should not have. They shouldn't have them. And how they get them is through crimes of opportunity. Y'all, this is not Mayberry anymore. When you see kids walking up and down the street, oftentimes They are just testing the car door to see if you left the car door open, and a lot of times you've left the car door open. Well, nobody on Friday Night Live, because people on Friday Night Live don't do that. But other people leave the car door open. And then you leave your gun, you put it under the seat because you say, oh, nobody's going to look under the seat. That's the first place they look. Oh, put it in the console. Nobody will see that. That's the second place they'll look. Oh, I'll put it in the glove compartment. That's the third place they'll look. We need you to take care of that business. If you're going to carry a gun, secure the weapon. If it's in your house, get you a gun lock. Make sure you secure the gun. There was a 6th grader in Idaho yesterday that shot 3 people in a middle school. Well, where did she get the gun from? Right? Next. Now, I wasn't really allowed to go sleeping overnight at people's houses. So, they ain't play that. Dan and Cynthia did not play all that going and spending the night. But if you're going to someplace, you make sure that you know in advance, because you know their parents, about guns in homes that your children visit. Yes. If the parent don't parent like you, your child don't need to be there. That's why you got to meet the parent of the child. Because you got to know what kind of parent they are. You're not going to send your daughter or your son over to somebody's house and they're just loosey-goosey. You're not going to do that. You want somebody who's going to parent like you. All right. Next thing, we want you to know your neighbors. I want you to, over the next 100 days, to make it an effort. 3 doors to your left, 3 doors to your right on both sides of your street. I want you to know your neighbors. Because if you know your neighbors know you. If you have their number and they have yours, if something looks strange, then they can call you. If your child is out there cutting up, they can call you. Like we used to do back in the day. And I know when I came down here for the summers in Savannah on Carter Street, my grandmama had neighborhood watch on us all the way up and down Carver Street. I mean, we get in trouble and we get chastised and all the way up the street. And it got worse by the time we got back to the house. We have to go back. We have worked so hard to give our children the things that we did not have, that we forgot to give them the things that we did have. We're trying so hard to make sure that they like us, trying so hard to make sure they have the best phone or the best clothes or the best gear. I mean, and in the end, we're not giving them that spirit of structure, that spirit of community that we came up with. And yes, sometimes you might have to deal with your child. That's all I'll say. You turned out all right. Now, I'm not for abuse, but sometimes you just have to deal with your child. Deal with your child. Because if you don't deal with them when they get young, when they're younger, older, it gets harder. All right? So, then with your neighbors, once you know your neighbors, I want you to form a village around your children. A village. It takes a village to raise a child. And so for me, when I was growing up, I was blessed with a village because my parents couldn't keep track of me all the time. So there were people around me, be it people in my church, be it people in my Boy Scout troop, be it neighbors in the community. It was like, any of y'all remember pinball machines? And the ball is in, and you have those things that were like called bumpers, and the ball would get ready to go out and the bumper would just knock that ball back into play. Whenever I tried to get out of line, there was a village of people, people who either knew me, certainly people who knew my parents, and their job was to get me back in line. And so although as they say down here, I have no chick nor child, if it's a child that I know, and sometimes it's children I don't know, they're not going to act inappropriate around me. They're just not going to do it. And I've heard, language, and I'm like, wait a minute now. No, I say, no, sir, we're not going to do that. No, sir, you're not going to do that. I've told kids, pick that up. You just threw that down. Pick it up. We can't be afraid of our children. Because once we're afraid of our children, they will take it over. It reminds me of something. I watch, because I have no life, I was watching the Animal Planet. I love watching Animal Planet because I sit there and I have my own narratives. But it really made me remember this. And it's a part of animal behavior, which, we are, in that genre. When you have baby tigers growing up, they get to a point where they grow up and they become adolescent. And when they become adolescent, there comes a point in which they will challenge their mother. It is a physical challenge of their mother. And the mother at that point has to establish superiority over that adolescent tiger. Because if she does not, the adolescent tiger has now taken over. They can't live in your house. They can't eat your food. They can't drink your water or your Kool-Aid. They can't breathe your air. They can't sleep in your bed and wear your clothes and tell you what to do. We have to right size this thing. We're sitting around waiting for police to keep us safe. No, keep your own house safe. If every mother just keeps their house safe, we have a safe community. I'll deal with fathers next month. But this month, I'm asking for the power of mothers. The power of mothers to help save our city by helping to save our children. I digress. So you're going to know your neighbors. You're going to form a village. And here, for the next 100 days, if you see something, I want you to say something. Too much time has gone by where we're saying that we're minding our own business. And that is killing us. It's killing us. I need you to say something. And if you know somebody who's living foul, if you know somebody who's done something wrong, and you don't say anything, in my mind, you're just as wrong as the person who's done it. There's no way that you're going to have your child walk in your house with a big screen TV and you sitting around talking about how the Lord blessed you with a big screen TV and your child has no job. It's stolen. And you have stolen property. I couldn't bring nothing in the house. If my parents didn't buy it, I couldn't bring it in the house. If I didn't have a receipt for it, I couldn't bring it in the house. Sometimes our love for our children is killing our children. I need your help, y'all. I need your help. I need you to be righteous about this thing. I need you to do that. Don't bring this crap in my house. Don't do it. Because there's too many mothers then when something goes down, oh Lord, I wish I no, you had the chance. And maybe with these mothers who have lost so much, what they're trying to tell you is they don't want you to experience what they experience. Alderwoman Wilder Bryan said earlier, you don't want this life. And I don't want any more of you to have this life. We need your help. Mothers, I need you to do 10 things for 100 days. So if you see something, say something. And finally, I want you to be present in your children's lives. Okay? Spend time with them. Talk to them. Pray with them. Pray for them. Tell them that they are wonderfully and beautifully made. Tell them that they're capable of doing great things. Tell them they're capable of learning at high levels. If you tell them this enough, they will start believing it. Tell them that they're destined for greatness. Tell them they're the head and not the tail. Tell them that they're going to make you proud. Tell them their life means something and their life matters. Tell them. I need you to tell them. Because the world has enough things to tell them otherwise. And as a mother, your voice will be amplified in their ears. So I need you to do that. I need you, mothers. I need you. I want every mother in Savannah 10 things for 100 days. I don't want another homicide in our community. And I'm not going to continue to allow us to continue to blame other people for our problems. We understand about environmental factors, and we understand about poverty, and we understand, but all people in poverty don't commit crime. A lot of people have been poor and they're not committing crimes. A lot of people have been poor and they're out there shooting people. Okay? And mothers, when you are tossing these kids' rooms and going and looking, and I want you to do what they used to call it, like a scandal, a B613. When you go in that room and toss that room, if you find a gun, I want the gun. You call me, and I will come get it. We'll let you leave it at a church, but we want to get these guns off of the street. If you know where these gun houses are, where our kids say they can go and rent a gun, let me know where they are, and we will bust them down. You hear me? That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. We need your help. I'm tired of the same narrative. Again, our crime is not as bad as many cities, but anytime it's one, for me, it's too many. Too many. I need your help. That's what I need you to do for 100 days. And once a week from here for the next several weeks, I will be highlighting one of our cold cases because somebody in this city knows who shot him or her. And I hope and pray that if you know, it eats your conscience alive. You don't have to go and snitch to the police. You can go ahead and just tell me. I'll tell. And I won't use your name. But the problem is that we hit these brick walls in investigations when people are not talking. The key to this is us. Because if we're able to solve these crimes, some of these folks won't be on the street to commit other crimes. If they've shot one time, they'll shoot again. And it might be your child, or it might be you, or it might be you minding your own business going down the street and a stray bullet hits you. I'm not willing to take that chance. I want you to know your children. Some of your kids are on drugs and you don't even know it. Take them for a drug test if you suspect it. Some of our young people have substance abuse problems. Stop ignoring it. You smell the weed when they walk in the house. Get them the help they need. Some of our young people have emotional problems and trauma problems. They've lived through some very, very strange things. Get them the mental health they need. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we will give you what you need to help your young people. Okay? We're proud to partner with Parent University, and Parent University is going to help us with the things that we need in terms of resources and partnerships. Parent University is an awesome program, and again, this is all parent power. Police are not parents. Parents are parents. You can blame the city all you want to. It's not the city's responsibility to raise your child. I need you to raise your child. And although I could not stand my mother and father most of the time growing up, I thank God for them today. Because if I did what I wanted to do, I have friends that are no longer with us. If I did what I wanted to do, it would have been a whole lot different. So I need you, mothers. I need your help. I don't want any of you to feel this pain that these mothers feel. I don't want you to feel the agony. I don't want you to feel the guilt. I would rather your child be in a prison where they can come out one day than for your child to be in a grave where they'll never come out. I need your help. I need you. And so we got Parent University on board. We'll have the Rape Crisis Center on board because sexual assault is a big deal as well. Our police department is on board. And I want you to know that we are working with some of our local stations here. And I don't know if any of y'all remember, but when I was growing up, at 11 o'clock, there was a broadcast that says, it is 11 parents, it's 11 p.m. Do you know where your child is? Y'all remember that? Parents, it's 11 a.m., 11 p.m. Do you know where your child is? And sometimes my mother will call me into the room, and I'm like, yes, ma'am, well, yes, and nothing. She just wanted to know where I was. This is a reminder for us, and I really want to thank WTOC. Dawn Baker, thank WTOC for me. We want to thank WSAV. We want to thank Cumulus Broadcasting. We want to thank WRUU because they are going to you'll start seeing these starting on Sunday. You're going to see our public service announcement. It is 11 p.m. Do you know where your children are? This is an all-out assault. We have to protect our children from this world. And sometimes love is hard. You gotta love them. We don't need friends anymore. We need parents. And now we're asking mothers to step up for Mother's Day. And I want you to do it for these mothers who won't have the same Mother's Day because they've lost a child. I don't want you to have that same experience. Okay? So, it's 10 things to do. It's 10 o'clock. Oh, well, I'm sorry. So starting on Sunday, we'll be doing it at 11 o'clock. And we'll be looking forward to this. And we want to do it on social media. We want you to share it with everybody you know. And I'll put it out there. Matter of fact, once I have it, I will share it. Angela, that's right. I appreciate it, Angela. Angela says, if I did not dislike my parents because of their firm discipline, I would have disrespected them for their negligence. And that's true. And yes, Dawn, please, again, thank the WTOC family for doing that. Again, WTOC, WSAV, Cumulus Broadcasting, we thank them as well. And WRUU, we thank them because, again, this is an all-out war. And we're going hard against crime in our community. And we're going to do that by protecting our young people. So when we put the graphic out, I'm going to need you all to get it out, and we're going to do what we can to help protect children and protect others people's children. And if you need help, we're going to help you. Okay? And so we really want to do that. So I know I went hard. I'm sorry for keeping you all so long, but I was really happy because of Amazon. Very happy because of the graduates of Savannah State and Georgia Southern. And I'm charged that these mothers who have lost so much wanted to step forward to say, how can I stop another parent from feeling the pain that I feel? I mean, that's all right. And maybe what I'll do is over the next couple of weeks, I'll get a mother on each of these days to talk about what they're doing. Loto, good to see you, Loto. But get these mothers on because you need to hear their stories. And guess what? All of them, what I preach about them, some of their kids were, wasn't necessarily involved in the best things. And you will hear them say that their child was not necessarily involved in the best things. But they also say that the child did not deserve to die. And from that pain, it turned into a passion, it turned into power, and they want to help save other people's lives. And maybe for what they've done, they'll help save other young people in our community. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's Friday Night Live. I want to thank you all for joining us. On Monday, we will have a Monday Motivational Monday. I'm looking forward to that. Terry Mobley, I told you I need to talk to you. I need your reflections about what we talked about. And just to all of you, thank you for being a village. But again, when I send this out, I need y'all to get on this. I want us to get on this, and I'm asking our pastors and our rabbis and imams. I mean, we have to band together as a community, and we're going to say that we're not going to let the devil steal our families. Because for every young man that's killed, that's another boy who may not have a father, a mother doesn't have a son. That's a wedding that's not happening. That's somebody who's not graduating. That's not somebody who will grow old and have the opportunity to lose their hair like me. And I want everybody to feel that way. We got to bind together. We're letting young people run us. Good to see you, Laura. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to be the main tiger in the pride. And if they are young people, hey, Danetta, thank you for joining us. Jackie, thank you so much. Cassell, I go hard to pay for my city. Hey, Miss Carmelita, thank you for joining us. Thank you. But again, we're not going to let the children we raise overtake our city. We're not going to do it. I refuse. And I want you to refuse. Absolutely. And our strategy is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it one house at a time. All I need you to do is take care of your house and your children. If they live in your house or if you birth them, I need you to check them. And I need you to have that conversation, that courageous conversation with them. I need you to do that in your house, just your house. And if you mentor young people or work with young people, I need you to check them. I want young people in Savannah to be like, what is going on in here? Because I bet you if you go and you toss your kids' rooms like my mother used to do from time to time, you'd be surprised at some of the stuff you will find. If you go ahead and you get your child's phone, and first of all, they can't unlock a phone that you pay for. You'd be surprised about some of the stuff you will find. You'd be surprised. Some of your kids, and I'll tell you, I know because I deal with a lot of kids, some of them have alter egos you don't know nothing about. They got names on Snapchat, and they got names on Instagram, and they really don't do Facebook. We, old folk do Facebook. But you'd be surprised. I want you to put that tracking software on those phones so that you know where they are at all times. Okay? And I think it's called Life 360. I'm going to drop that in the chat right quick. It's free. And you get to know where your kids are. And I want you to know where they are. And for those kids that are younger, I want you to visit parental controls. And guess what? Put it on your TVs too, and put it on your computers. Because some of your kids too young to be looking at some of the stuff they're looking at. They're grown because they're exposed to it too much. Tell them to read or something. Read a book. They need to write. They need to read a book. All right? So I'm going to put this in here. But it's free, and it's location-based information. And the funny part about it says, less helicopter mom, more mom. That's funny it says that, but I'm going to drop that in here so you will have it. And again, I want to know next week how many of you all put that into your thing. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to do it. It's an app, and it's free. I mean, that's the blessing. It's free. So I'm going to put that there, and I want you to put it on your kid's phone, and if they don't let you put it on the phone, then they can't keep the phone. You pay for that phone. You have to provide them a place to stay and food. The law does not say you have to provide them a phone, especially as expensive the phone is. All right? So, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about accessibility on computers. They have parental controls on computers, and I want you to be engaged in that. Parental controls on a computer, and I want you to know what those are, because every computer has parental controls, and you could do that on the internet, even on your kid's phone, so they can't look at everything. They can't do everything. Matter of fact, you can set your computer. You can set it to the point your Wi-Fi that it goes down at a certain time. So you know how kids try to be slick, and they try to be slick and they wait till you go to sleep. Well, you can set your parental control. I mean your Wi-Fi that it goes down at a certain time. Did you know that? You could do that. So, we're going to do this. We're going to give you a bunch of stuff that you could do. All right? Gloria used to search her son's bedroom. I'm glad. I mean, my mama used to search my bedroom, and the funny part about it was, and this is how you know how old I am, she would find the magazines underneath my bed. So, that's how that is. So. But anyway, 100%. If you're in, I need you to be in. If you're in, I need you to be in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask the question. Now, I'm going to wait just 1 minute. And this is, this is for my moms. I need to know, are you in? I'm going to call it Answer my question. Are you in? Are you in? I need to know. I'm gonna wait a minute and see who's all in, because we need your help. You know, we can't turn around and keep complaining about stuff not changing, and then we're not doing anything to make it better. Laura, none of your business of what magazines it is. But I mean, but next week, by the time we get next Friday, I want to know about the Life 360s that's on everybody's phones. I want Life 360 to call me and say, what is going on with Savannah? Why are so many people doing this? And by next week, I want to know that you went through your kids' phones. And I want to know that you got parental controls on their phones. And if you have grown kids that are, living their best lives and they're not doing the right thing, I want you to have that conversation with them. I want you to ask them to stop. All right? And Camilla, get your 4-month-old straight right now. Tell your 4-month-old they don't have any privacy. Open that diaper and see what they got going on in there. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I need you to be in. All right. So, we want our date night family. We're going to start this at our date night tomorrow. We're going to be doing a parent university. We want parents in. And again, I want us to really be on this. I need you to be in. I need you to be in. I need your help. I need your help. Okay? We can do this. All right? All right. Georgette says if you're a Verizon subscriber, try Smart Family. I want parental controls on stuff. Again, we have to do that. We have to do it. Or you know what? I'm going to take the phone and I'll give you the phone in the morning. Try that. I'm going to have your phone and I'll get you the phone later. Okay? I need you to be in. I need you to have my back on this. Don't say it if you don't mean it. If you're just saying I'm in so that we could give you some hearts and some thumbs up, don't do that. Because we have to see a change. Need your help. And if you don't have any children, I want you to pick somebody's child. I'm gonna be harassing a bunch of kids over the next couple of days. Miss Annette, I need all those top teens. We got to get on them. We need them to be right. We got to protect our kids. We have to be the top tiger in that pride. We can't let our kids run us anymore. Because life is too hard. Life is too mean. They're not ready. And they don't recognize, as we know now, that the decisions they make today can end their life. Grandmamas, I need your help. Big mamas and nanas and all of that. Your kids do anything for you. Have that conversation. Tell them you love them, but tell them they live and foul. For those who are, I need you to stop. We don't want to see any more names on a T-shirt. We don't want to see any more obituaries. We need your help. And Joyce said, if you would text me that, I want to know. See, she said she turns her kids' internet off during school hours. Again, those are the types of things. We want to share these ideas. I need your help. Okay? I need parents to be parents. When parents are parents, that's when our city can be all that it can be. Y'all not gonna sit here and blame me for people making decisions to shoot each other. Y'all not gonna do that on me. I have not chick nor child. And it's not the police's responsibility to be parents. The police react. And I need you to help us to do this. Okay? So, I appreciate you all. thank you for giving me um, your time. Thank you for allowing me to be a little late. I apologize again. I had some guests in town, but I could not. I had to come and be with you. I mean, y'all my folks. Y'all keep me up. I think it's week 60. I think I'll check. I think it's week 60 of Friday Night Live. So I appreciate you all. I love you. Have a good night. And to all of our mothers, all of our mothers, all of our mothers, aunties, all of our grandmamas, big mamas, godmamas, and those with a mothering spirit, we wish you a happy Mother's Day. And for those whose mothers are no longer with them, we honor the memory of your mom and may her memory be a blessing. And although it may not be easy, try to remember good times because memories never die. And I believe spirits never die either. Okay? So, again, and, tell them, Mom, thank you. So, God bless you all. I will see you soon. Wear your mask, wash your hands, watch your distance, get the vaccine. Get the vaccine. Get the vaccine. I'm still here. Don Baker's still fine. So we good. God bless you. Good night.